What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. Surprisingly, Tyson Fury says there could be some truth in the Deontay Wilder's costume excuse because of how poorly he performed during their rematch. Of course, we know Fury took the belt, beat Fury 7 rounds. It was a one-sided beating. And Tyson Fury had this to say. He said, although it was a fantastic victory for myself and it was a great fight, it just did seem that Wilder maybe wasn't himself, Fury said. He says, also, maybe all the excuses he made, some of them were true. Maybe his legs were sore from the costume. Maybe he did have the flu. Maybe he did have a broken arm or a bone in his back or whatever. I'm not sure because that wasn't the Deontay Wilder that I prepared for. That wasn't the animal that I put myself through all those hours in training for. Like I said, it would be one of my easiest fights, and it was. I believe that was one of my easiest fights apart from the early knockovers that I had. And on this level, you don't usually get that sort of easy victory with heavyweight champions of the world. The guy's been heavyweight champion of the world for 10 title defenses, knocked out every single person. And to go out there with me, who usually a boxer, counter-puncher, master skilled boxer, and get absolutely destroyed in a few rounds. Okay, let me do some counter-punching from last to first, because that's the last thing I read. First of all, usually a boxer, counter-puncher, master skilled boxer, who is he talking about? He is not talking about Deontay Wilder. Again, I know what Fury's doing. Fury is master at mind games, and he's master at selling a third fight because he knows there's a third fight. You know, because Deontay is not going to take step-aside money. He is not worried about money or bread or anything like that. And his pride will not allow him to step aside so Fury, that already beat him, can fight somebody else. He would look like the leftovers at that point. Deontay Wilder will not do that. Hades, no, he won't do that at all. Okay? So let's just make that and get that out in the open. That is not Deontay Wilder. But he was not this skilled master boxer. Again, that is the mind games and the selling point and the salesman of Tyson Fury. Okay? Tyson Fury knows the more he hypes up Wilder, the more he makes Wilder this killer, the baddest man on the planet, the hardest puncher in heavyweight history. As long as he can beat him, he would be the guy that beat that guy that he named all those titles to. Does that make sense? Okay, that's why I never understood about Deontay Wilder talking about how bad Fury was, talking about, oh, he was on drugs and such, talking about, oh, he was fat and he gave up. He's been downing him and dissing him the whole time, and simultaneously talking about how Anthony Joshua's a coward and never wanted to fight him. He talked more about that than he talked about selling the Tyson Fury fight. If anything, he downsold it. Okay? He didn't upsell it, he downsold it. Why? Because he had everything to say about Tyson Fury. Feather duster. Who said that? About who? That was Deontay to Tyson Fury. Right? Oh, you know, you can't knock nobody out. You know, them little old feather punches. You know, all that there, this, that, you know. It's crazy. It's like you don't put a fighter down because you never know what that fight can take you to. If fighting Tyson Fury to Deontay Wilder wouldn't get him anywhere, or where it wouldn't get him where he thought he was going to be, he shouldn't even fought him. That's just using common sense. Okay? But Tyson Fury, on the other hand, is a totally different animal. Okay? He's upselling Wilder. So when he beat Wilder, that's why it's so spectacular. Because Tyson Fury, he's the hardest puncher in boxing history. He's the hardest puncher I've ever seen. I thought I was going to die in the first fight. My wife is scared for me, Paris. Right? That's what he was saying this whole time. Upselling. Right? Now, and he said, He said this wasn't that Deontay Wilder that I prepared for. That wasn't the animal that I put myself through all that training. Like I said, it was one of the easiest fights, and I believe it was one of the easiest fights apart from the early knockovers that I had. You know why? Because it was a different game plan. It wasn't a stick and move. It wasn't a slapping and a smacking of your left jab and every so often a right, every so often, okay? It wasn't that. The only time we seen Fury get aggressive in that fight is when he was on his backside, people. Okay? And that was twice. 9th, 12th. They had a little scrap here and there in the first round. I think a couple in the second. Right? But none of that was Tyson Fury, feigning, throwing the jab, right hand, jab, right hand. He might follow with a left hook. He resets. Right? That was the first fight. He figured out, I can knock this guy out, and it was easy because of the strategy. He executed the game plan, and he stuck to the game plan. He did not decide to go out there and do what he did in the first fight. Box, move, slip, duck, parry, and dodge. He didn't do any of that. What he did was attack, counter the right hand, the huge right, attack again. That's what Tyson Fury did. Okay, that's why it was easy for him, because he had the speed, he had the height, okay? And his trainer, Javon Hill, shouts out to him, taught him and trained him how to sit down on his punches. Ben Davison wasn't teaching that. In fact, Tyson Fury said Ben Davison himself was teaching me the same old thing they were exercising, okay? Ben Davison might have taken offense to it, but so what? That's how he felt, okay? Now, Tyson Fury said all these excuses he made, some of them may be true. Maybe his legs were sore from the costume. Well, I didn't. First of all, he said he never wore the costume except that night. That was a lie. The costume designer said he came in and tried it on. I mean, what idiot buys a costume and not try it on? A moron does that. Oh, let me pay for it. I'll wear it tomorrow. Don't worry. You know what I mean? You're spending money to these designers to make this costume, and you're not going to put it on. Impossible. He put it on. He tried it on. Okay? He tried it on to make sure it fits. As a matter of fact, the more I think about it, they had to custom make it, right? So he was probably in it when they were making some alterations to that suit, the two dudes that made it, right? So it is what it is. But Tyson Fury did see it did sound like he was a little off. Again, Tyson Fury did say it sounds like he was a little off. He wasn't himself that night, okay? He said that out of his own mouth in this article, okay? He said that's why it could be true. You know what's happening here? Again, upselling people. See, if you know you have to fight a fight, the best thing you can do in this case is get everybody to believe that Deontay Wilder wasn't at himself. So when you go beat him again, or when the third fight comes, this is a new and improved, unhindered Deontay Wilder. Okay? Uninjured, whatever. He's ready to fight. Again, Tyson Fury with the mind games. Tyson Fury is very good at this. Well, maybe there was something wrong. It was the easiest fight I ever had. And I know what he's doing. That's it. He's upselling the third fight. That's why he's saying, hey, there might have been something wrong with him. Watch the third fight. You want to see if he improves. He'll come back 100%. Something was wrong with him. Something wasn't right. So let's scratch too. You know what I mean? Because see, Tyson Fury doesn't care because he got the belt. He don't care about how the victory was made as long as it was made. He was the winner. Wilder was the loser. So it didn't matter to him. He just needs that belt. He needs that green belt, the belt that he never possessed, and he got it. So he ain't caring about how it went as long as he won. So it's easy for Tyson Fury to throw away the credit because he's already lived the credit. You've seen the fight. 7 rounds of destruction. Oh, well, he wasn't at himself. Let's fight again. But guess what? He had to fight anyway. Contractual agreements. But Tyson Fury, being Tyson Fury, is trying to upsell the third fight. Excuse me. And that's what he's doing. And that's what I see him doing. And that's why. Because he knows he's not going to get out of the third fight. So we might as well go with all the Wilder lovers, all the Wildettes, all the Wilder worshipers, the Bomb Squad Army, all these guys in the LDBC. Give them something to talk about. Maybe give them doubt. Give the Wilder fans doubt, so they'll want to watch him win again. Give the public doubt, so they'll watch him and to see if he'll fight again, to see how he will perform, and then to see what this is a seed. Okay, Tyson Fury, what he did was he plants that idea in your mind, and maybe was something wrong with Wilder. You know, maybe if there was something wrong with him, he'll come back bigger and stronger in the next fight. You see what I mean? Therefore, it'll get everyone to see the third fight because of the injury or something, whatever the excuse is, because it was many. It was many excuses. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Tyson Fury. Partially agreeing with there could be something wrong. Leave your comments below. Please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.